From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Carl Konevsky.
Among Delaware's top stories for Thursday, December 28th, state funeral services are set for former President Gerald Ford. Police get new clues into the identity of a body found in Wilmington, and the Attorney General says the Christina School District broke no laws. Here are the details. State funeral plans for former President Gerald Ford have been made. The family spokesman says memorials will begin Friday near Ford's California home, and then the body will be brought to Washington, where he'll lie in state at the Capitol before a service Tuesday at the National Cathedral. On Wednesday, Ford will be interred in a hillside tomb near his presidential museum in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The short presidency of Gerald Ford had a strong Delaware connection. Former Delaware Attorney General and U.S. Attorney Laird Stabler Jr. began service in the Ford administration after being appointed by Ford in 1974. Stabler says the former president was a regular visitor to the first state.
He came when he was a minority leader of the House. He came to Wilmington on numerous occasions, and I had 2 or 3 occasions to have dinner with him upstairs at the Hotel DuPont.
Stabler calls Ford a man with a simple approach who was not flashy. Police have some new clues as they work to find out what led up to a woman's body being found along I-495. WDEL's Curtis Gray reports.
The body found early Wednesday morning by Delaware Solid Waste Authority workers was at the I-495 North off-ramp to 12th Street. State police described the woman as African-American, between 35 and 40 years of age, about 5 feet 7 at 160 pounds. She was wearing a tank top with Brooklyn Girl written on the front. State police spokeswoman Sergeant Melissa Zebley says the body was discovered in a bag.
At around 8 a.m., 2 workers who were cleaning the area of 12th Street off-ramp to 495 northbound discovered a bag, a garbage bag, style bag, and they discovered that that bag contained a body.
Police say she also has a tattoo on her right shoulder of a red flower with the name George written underneath it. The state medical examiner is handling identification of the body. I'm Curtis Gray, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
Mayor Baker wants to help the Wilmington Housing Authority keep their property safe. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let Dart do the driving.
I do all my shopping with Dart. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted Dart card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme Market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding Dart, I have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose Dart.
Delaware State Police are investigating a crash near Ellendale that killed a man who was partially ejected from his car. Police say 44-year-old Francis Kubisky of Knightdale, North Carolina, died at the scene on State Route 16, about 2 miles west of Ellendale. About 10:30 Tuesday night, police say Kubisky came out of a long curve, lost control, and his vehicle overturned several times in a field. Police say he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and preliminary reports suggest alcohol was a factor. Attorney General Carl Danberg says a preliminary review of the accounting practices of the Christina School District found no legal violations. Looked at land purchases and the use of voter-approved funds for a new middle school, and tuition tax funds earmarked for students with special needs and non-traditional students. A state financial team discovered the budget problems last year during a financial review requested by incoming Superintendent Lillian Lowry. Christina leaders cut programs and 374 jobs to close a projected $28 million gap. The Wilmington Housing Authority could get some help from the city of Wilmington as they look to implement a new uniformed officers program. Mayor Baker says the city will waive the $165,000 annual fee paid by the WHA for the remaining 3 years of their contract. The cost of the new officers is expected to be about $600,000 a year. The WHA currently pays the fee to cover the cost of the Special Wilmington Police Unit to patrol property owned by the agency. Baker is seeking City Council approval to amend the WHA agreement and have the security program in place by February of next year. A local girls' high school basketball team makes a name for themselves nationally. WDEL Sports and AccuWeather are coming up.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience, and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcoll.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
In WDEL sports, St. Elizabeth's remained unbeaten, romping past Issaquah, Washington, 58-37 in the T-Mobile Invitational Tournament in Seattle, Washington last night. The 7-0 Lady Vikings will face Collins Hill, Georgia, ranked number 1 in the country by USA Today in today's title game. Elena Deladon pumped in 36 points as Ursuline Academy produced a wire-to-wire win over Heritage High of Newport News, Virginia, 59-36 in the opening round of the Diamond State Classic. The win moved the Raiders into Friday night's semifinal of the Grotto Pizza Cup, the tournament's main 8-team bracket, against Oregon City, Oregon, a game you'll be able to hear beginning at 5:45 on 11:50 a.m. WDEL. Cesar Rodney and Padua won their opening games in the Artisan Bank Cup bracket and will meet tonight. Live coverage on WDEL begins at 7:15. And the Flyers suffered their 10th straight loss Wednesday night, falling 3-1 on the road to the Florida Panthers. The loss continued the Flyers' all-time franchise losing streak. The latest loss came as the Flyers began a road trip that will keep them off home ice until January 11th. The Flyers take on Tampa Bay tonight. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast. Clouds with just a little bit of sun today, high of 50 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, low down to 34. Tomorrow, clouds and sun with a high of 52. Same for Saturday, clouds and sun, and a high of 52. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 11:50 a.m. WDEL or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Carl Konevsky in for Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.